Alright, hello and welcome to another Stronghold Crusader match. Today we are playing another map that I've downloaded from Stronghold Heaven, or heavengames. This particular map is called Caliphs Oazis, and it is the most recent uploaded map on the game. Sorry, on the website. I don't usually play this because in this map we've got so much resources available, and it's just going to be a bit of a I'm just going to get so much gold and just get, launch loads of things, and the AIs can't really keep up with it, which is unfortunate. So this will probably be a quick and easy game. I just thought because it's the most recent map on heavengames that we'd give it a shot, see how it goes. So I'm playing it because it's called Caliphs Oazis. I'm playing it against the Caliph. Who's way over here, some lions in the centre here, who's going to be a pain, and rabbits. And then you got the Caliph sitting over here. So that's the map. I've given the Caliph a massive advantage. He started with 40,000 gold to my 3,000. To kind of make up for the fact that I'm going to be getting so much gold.
Not enough work
over
is
here.
Available to run this building.
So this should make things rather interesting. Alright, so what I'm going to do, see how far I can get this. Obviously I can't get it there. So I'm going to wall off about that much, I think, to start off with. So there. Straight down. So this is a lot of walls, but because I'm going to be getting so much gold, I figure I'll be safe doing so. Straight there. Can't quite go that far. How far can we go? There. To there. Alright.
The keep is enclosed.
I should probably get a gatehouse as well. Let's have it come out the top here. And because we're at the top, I can't build a moat. So we'll just have to go with what we have. Let's get ourselves barracks. Might send some woodcutters down to the oasis, but we're gonna have to deal with these lions. These annoying little lions here. Let's get you guys.
You can count on us.
Up here to shoot the lions down.
Moving off.
Did I get my barracks? Yes, I did. So we will then get some weapon production running. Oops, there we go. So I've downloaded a few extra maps in here. And once I get a better computer, I'll start playing maps with more players. I generally prefer to have a minimum of 4 players free for all. But because my computer can't handle recording as well, it's we're stuck here with this current method. But I'm sure you guys will enjoy this sort of stuff as well. Just get some Fletchers going for.
We are under attack.
Those lions. No, I didn't say lions are attacking. Oh, it's those guys. Oh, that's not good. They're already starting to get ready to come at me. So let us quickly build some towers. Let's go with a round tower. Or 3. No, or 2. Get some ballista going. Get a engineers guild to man the ballista.
Can't place that there, my lord.
Your grace. How can we help?
Ballista. Man ballista.
Siege equipment.
I get some more to create some shields to send up there as well. And then let's get some archers going as well.
We await orders. Recruits needed, sire. Instructions. We are on our way.
Be on your way a bit faster, please. No, it's just me being rude. I don't actually mean that, I'm honest.
Constructing siege
Full
equipment.
shields.
We await orders. Recruits needed, sire.
And one more bow to go. There we go. Let's get all those bows
We await
up
orders.
there. Oops, up there.
Leaving now.
So they're firing at somebody. Yep, so these guys are actually, looks like they're starting to get ready for an attack. This is gold, 32,144. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to not worry actually too much about that guy. I'm going to go with a brewery here. 2, 3, 4 will be more than enough. And we'll get an in a moment. So currently, yeah, I'll get 2 inns.
A message from the Caliph.
Let the siege begin. Take no prisoners.
2. I don't have that many defenders. Hopefully that doesn't get too bad. Which means I can afford to get another 3 houses or so.
Wood needed.
If I had the wood for it. Come on.
We are under attack.
Lions are attacking, my liege.
Why are they attacking me? They shouldn't be attacking me. I'm too cool. True story. Lions don't attack if you're cool. Just if you didn't realise that. Oh, I can fit one more house. Excellent. Alright, so the attack obviously failed. You
Ballista
kill
ready.
that line.
We'll try our best.
You
Yes.
kill that line. You kill
Ballista
that line.
ready. You are the second greatest lord.
Get rid of these lines that are in my way. So I can get more woodcutters going down here.
Wood needed. Can't place that there, my lord.
Alright, and then I'm going to get some hops farms. Get more than I need because so they can make up for when I
Your
lose
popularity is rising.
my workers to Caliph attacking. So that ought to do more than enough.
Needed.
Alright,
We await orders. Weapons needed, sire.
you guys come
Shield
up here.
ready. Shield
Did I lose
resighting.
anyone? There should be 13. Yep, so I didn't lose a single guy for that attack. Wood's coming in. So you start getting some
We are under
iron
attack.
running. Oops, that's not iron. Iron running.
A message from the Caliph.
Watch your back, knight.
In other words, he just destroyed one of my woodcutters or one of my farms. Not too phased to be honest, but that's why I built so many extras. Alright, so I can't do much better than that. That'll do. Excellent. Alright, so you destroyed... Yeah, there was a an extra farm down here, I believe. Let's see how far I can get a tower. Oh, I can get it up to about here. So I'm gonna put that guy there. And there's a little cheat that I know. That if you put walls over hills, you can build towers on hills over the walls. So if I just keep doing that, I'll do that. So for example, if I grab this guy, he won't be able to fit. Oh, actually he can fit here, so we'll just put him here. But generally, like, he wouldn't be able to fit there. But if those walls were there, then he would. So let's continue there.
We await
Get more of
orders.
those guys. We're gonna get some of those guys.
Your
And I'll get
grace.
some enough to put some shields up there as well.
You do not have enough gold
Ooh, out
to
of gold.
train this unit. Buildings
Oh, of course
are on
they are.
fire, sire.
I just need to sell all that for gold. I'm going to sell all my pitch as well, because I don't really use them. If you know how to effectively use pitch and have a sort of instructional for me, feel free to put that in the description below. It's just not really my forte, so I can leave it. Now this is a bit unfair, because he can build his farms anywhere. He can build over the trees, whereas I have to go around them. But that's alright, I'll let him have it this time. Alright. Plenty more wood coming in, so I'll get some more wood, more quarries, just to keep my gold coming in. Anyway, so let's go, oh, that's interesting. Didn't realize that was going on. So let's bring those guys where they can shoot those two archers. So that's the problem with having such a huge set of walls, is that they can hit somewhere else unexpectedly.
We await orders. Buildings are on fire, sire.
Alright, so let's jump that in.
A message from the Caliph.
There.
You
Cool.
test my patience. I will crush
Let me show
you.
you.
Our
So
tools
let's
are
get
ready.
lots of shields. Oops.
Moving to site. Set us a task.
Shields. Excellent. 4, 5,
Constructing
6,
siege
7,
equipment.
8, 9, 10.
Constructing
So that's the
siege
easy
equipment.
peeler. I'm going to do it that quick way. Just if you hadn't realised what was happening there.
Me lord,
Put those guys there.
we are on
I
our
need some
way.
more archers
Buildings
so I can get down there
are
and start
on fire,
protecting
sire.
myself.
Not enough goods. The granary
so we
is
expected
empty,
that.
sire.
You are the second greatest
Oh
lord.
yeah, I'm only the second greatest lord out of
A
2.
message from the
Yeah, I'm
Caliph.
doing well.
Watch your back, knight. Watch your back.
Oh, once again, he destroyed something. Oh, lots of archers coming down there. Alright, so let's get ourselves a gatehouse over here. Clear me up instead of using a more traditional.
Can't place that there, my lord.
I think those guys are in the way, is the problem there. So you're using a more traditional staircase, just to prevent them from coming in at me.
We await orders needed, sire.
Alright, so man,
Manning siege equipment.
all of you
Shield
guys,
ready.
come up here.
Shield resighting.
Excellent, that's looking good. Now that I've got iron coming in more than anything, let's just go for a whole lot of armor and swords going in over here. Out of the way, kid playing. One more, come on. Hey you, move. Don't know you. You, hey kid. Playing around. Stop playing around right in the building site.
We await
And there you go,
orders.
kid, another kid coming to play around with you. Come on. Fun. Let's increase my
Buildings are on fire, sire.
gold production
We are under attack.
stuff. Get out of my way. Out of my way.
Can't place that there, my lord.
Hey, what the heck? My mouse just randomly moved. That was rather odd. Alright, so there we go. Another one there. Nope,
Wood needed.
not enough wood. How's those other guys? So we can get another ox heather for each of these guys. I think that we should probably convince someone who is doing the AI creation to increase the amount of ox heathers as well for all the AIs, because they generally build one as well, and it just
We stand ready.
is inefficient. So, alright, that's what we're gonna see. Let's see if you guys can get up here. Oh, one is
Ballista
get
ready.
up here. Wait, one of you did get up there. Excellent. Alright, let's start selling some of that extra stone again. And some of that extra iron. See if we can get back up to the 3,000 gold that I started with. Yeah, pretty close. Close enough.
A message from the Caliph.
So what I'll do with that is I'll buy some crossbows.
Over your pathetic costume.
20 of them. And those guys can all go down to defend the farmland.
Attain. Shot.
Come on. Nope.
Recruits needed, sire.
And I need to actually build some more farms now.
It's a rout.
Attain.
Alright, so that gives us enough
Needed, sire.
of these guys. Don't want you, don't want you, don't want you. You guys. Come stand up here. Moving out. Alright, so how's our good friend Caliph doing now? So, interestingly, he's going to put 3 tall towers on the sides, not one up the end. I get the feeling usually there's a lot more, but we'll leave it at that for now. It works, I suppose.
Orders needed, sire.
And what I'm going to do is, because when I finally attack him, these guys are going to be a nuisance. There's going to be pitch all the way around here. That's going to be a nuisance as well. So I'm going to try to get some knights going to help break past that and to kill those fire ballistas before they
You are the second
close enough
greatest
to-
lord.
before they kill too many of my units. Hopefully I can get across the pitch faster than they can light it, but no guarantees in this world. So 2 of those.
Your grace.
We
Alright,
await your
now
orders.
let's get that extra sword shot. Yeah. Oh, damn it.
Can't place
Okay.
that there, my lord.
Excellent. Looking pretty. Now, let's have a look at these guys. These guys can all get up here now
Jump to it.
and sit there and just hurt anybody who comes in.
We are under
Of course we
attack.
are. So these guys here that's attacking us, and they're not really doing too much, so I don't really care too much.
We await your orders. We await orders.
Your grace.
Alrighty then.
You do not have enough gold to train this unit.
So I'm going to go mostly with swordsman and knight because I've got so much excess iron that I can easily support that. I can easily create that. I don't really have much wood coming in, don't have farms to get leather armor and stuff like that, so it's just going to be the easiest thing to make, or rather the safest thing to make.
Wood
Of course it
needed.
is. So the stone is just going to be sold.
Not enough
Oops.
gold.
Don't want to so sell the stone, buy the
Not
wood.
enough goods.
That ought to be more than enough. So there. Get a couple of these guys going. That'll keep that running for a while. Giving us plenty of gold, probably more than I can use.
We await orders. Recruits needed, sire.
Let's get ourselves another inn because we've got more than enough
Can't place that there, my lord.
barrels of ale sitting there. And that allows us to build another 3, I believe, houses. And everyone likes to stand in the way. as per usual. That goes 3, 58, 82, so I can get one more actually.
Can't place that there, my lord.
So that'll cover those guys. They'll be upset initially. But I'm not too phased about no gold is the problem there. Not too phased about having a few upset people. It'll go back up by the time before it gets low enough to actually be a problem.
We await your orders. We await orders needed, sire.
Alright, let's use some of the extra gold to build another
It's a rout.
stables. See about that. Let's come down here and get a whole lot more woodcutters.
Can't place that there, my lord. Wood needed.
And
Wood needed.
I get more wood, I'll get some more hops farms. Okay, these are the guys that I got those crossbowmen for.
We await your orders.
The other thing I could probably go for is a mercenaries post.
Wood stocks are too low, sire.
And that'll mean that I can just use gold straight off for my attacking army.
We await your orders.
A message from the Caliph.
The vultures are gathering. They circle over your
Yeah,
pathetic
if you say so.
castle.
A message from the Caliph.
Ah! You test my patience. I will crush you yet.
Alright, let's go around here. Start off with getting
Not enough wood, my
buying
lord.
wood. They'll put more coming in now. So as soon as we can actually get it. Fine, cool. Start off with our iron mines.
Greatest lord.
One there. So one could go there if I move that wall, but not just now. Excellent, so I'm going to do that as well. And then get some of these guys going. Fortunately, they're putting their stockpiles in the annoying
wood is
spots,
needed.
but that's okay. I'll forgive them. Alright, so you know, pop your arrows back up top.
We await your orders.
Alright, let's go back for some more wood. Seeing as I'm easily making enough stone to be able to keep buying wood at the moment.
Not enough gold.
So let's make a gap there. Do that. Do that. That. And there, that'll
place
also
that there,
cover
my lord.
that. And then the rest of my wood can go into more stables.
Old
No, no,
stocks are too low,
we need to
sire.
sell some stuff for that. So if you guys want to create a new map, feel free. There are instructions and guides sitting on heavengames. Unfortunately, I'm not detail oriented enough to be actually able to do it, so that rules me out. But if you want to do it, go for it. Let me know what you've done, and I'll take a look. And if I think I can
We await
do
orders.
it justice, I might make a video and get that uploaded for you. But no guarantees on that, because I've got to be able to do it justice. I'm not gonna do a video on something that I'm gonna make look
We are
bad.
under attack.
That's not cool. That's just not cool to you, not cool to me, not cool to anybody. Personally, I prefer maps where the resources are all vulnerable. So for example, if we put all the stone and iron in the center with the
Not enough goods.
with this, so that we had to fight the whole time around. I can't just sit behind my walls and build up gold. That is my preferred sort of map. But I'm not the only person doing it, so playing the game. So if you prefer something different, ignore me. I'm quite happy to be ignored, to be honest. But I find the ones where the resources are behind you or able to be enclosed, it's just a bit easy. There's no real challenge in it. So there's I mean, as you can see, I'm just sitting behind my walls, camping here, building up a massive army that can just waltz in and wipe them out. Even though he had way more gold to start off with. Yeah, there's so much resources back here that was easy to overcome. Although he hasn't really been using it, but AIs don't.
We stand ready. Weapons needed, sire.
Alrighty then, what am I going to do now? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to build a couple of pike shops. Because I can. Okay, you, pikes, you, pikes. Yeah, often the the professional games, they've got enough space for a certain amount of quarries and a certain amount of iron mines and a certain amount of farms, all sitting behind the castle. So you do all that and then you just waltz out, and then the bit in between is generally just perfectly flat ground with nothing really on it. All the trees will be on the sides, which they spam woodcutters huts to take out as fast as possible, because they've got the 20 minutes of peace,
We stand ready.
and so it's just they just spam that, take out all the wood before the end of the no rush period, and then once that's all done, they just waltz in with massive armies of horse archers, shields, and catapults, and sometimes knights as well, knights and
You are the
assassins.
second greatest lord.
And that's basically the entire fight. I mean, it requires skill to manage your eco that well, but I kind of prefer maps where you have to maintain eco and military and sieging and all that sort of stuff simultaneously, rather than one and then stop that and do the other. It's just my personal preference on gameplay. I have no problem with people disagreeing with me,
Aye, sir. We stand ready.
but yeah, that's just what I find more interesting to watch, I guess. And that's kind of what I'm thinking, because I'm making this content here now. I want to I'm looking for, you know, game styles that will be fun to play and fun to watch, whereas a lot of those styles, they're probably a lot of fun to play, though I don't click fast enough to really go with that, but to be able to compete against the top dogs. But the what was I saying? I forgot what I said. Yeah, so I mean, it's probably great fun to play for those guys that can actually do it, that can click fast enough to really get it going. But as much as anything, it's also got to be fun to watch for other people, in my opinion. I mean, the reason I'm making these videos is that I kind of want to build a community around this amazing game. This is one of my favourite. The favourite Stronghold Crusader. Sorry, this is my favourite strategy game of all time. I enjoy the fact that it's got enough micromanaging of your economy to keep you slightly busy. Where you have to get food to feed your population, to build weapons, to create, to recruit troops. You know, I think all those sorts of features are really cool, but there's no real community around it. I mean, there is a great German community, so if you speak German, check out Lord Udwin. I'll chuck a link to his page in the description of the video, just because I've mentioned him. He's got a great community. Unfortunately, I don't speak German, so I have no idea what most of his videos are about, except for what the pictures show. And I mean, I can figure it out from there. But I'd rather, I kind of want to make a English-speaking community as well, to be able to share it with my friends, and sometimes it's just fun to sit down and watch other people, the way other people do things and that sort of stuff. So,
Aye, sir.
We await orders.
Aye, sir.
but there are a few things that
Stand ready.
the current things. Obviously, the pro games I don't find enjoyable to watch. So that's a limitation. Another limitation of
That's a fair
the current scene is just
Grace.
when you're playing online, there's no rating system, so you don't know beforehand if you're going to get into a game where everyone's really good, or if they're really bad, or you don't know how good anyone's going to be unless you recognise their name. And new players, they don't really recognise names off this, as they start, which is for obvious reasons. You kind of need to be in the scene long enough to recognise names to be able to recognise names. But yeah, so I think having a community where everyone can come in and just talk, and you have people that'll tell you, oh, I'll play this guy. You can have that discussion instead of just playing with people over and over again, which kind of gets a bit repetitive as well. And also, if we can get some big free-for-all games with people with different skills, those can always be really interesting. I was actually quite inspired by the Twitch stream of a guy by the name of
You are the second greatest
T90 Official. He doesn't do this game. He does Age of Empires 2 actually, so he runs a Twitch stream. He's doing it full time now, but he every week, once a week, every Friday I believe it is, he does community games, in which just random people from that watch the stream jump in and play 8-player free-for-alls, often with some weird and wacky settings due to all the mods that are available for that game. And I figure, that's a really cool feature. I'd love to be able to get this up to that sort of standard, and be able to get enough people around that we can do that sort of thing here as well. That would be great fun, I think. Generally, most people who use the mercenaries post will go with horse archers. I'll kind of try to drop it down, because I find for their price they're a bit overpowered. I kind of think they need to have their price increased. However, I think the main issue is probably those shields that I've got sitting out there. I think we worked it out that it took 180 or 140 crossbow bolts just to destroy one shield. And I've got 100 there, so there's no chance. The only way that you're going to defeat those is by sending enough melee units, but if I've got even this many horse archers, that's going to be hard. The only things that can actually catch up with a shield is knights and horse archers. Everything else is too slow, and the shields can outrun, which is kind of odd. You think guys carrying these big heavy shields would actually be a bit slower, but they're not, so whatever.
We stand ready. Needed, sire.
Alright, no, that'll do, I think. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to grab those guys for control 3.
Instructions. We await orders. Yes.
Control 4.
Ready.
Aye, sir.
Come on, give me the guys I want.
What is your thinking?
I just want to grab all of my knights, 5, and I'm going to put the shields and So the shields, the pikemen and the knights
We are under
is
attack.
6, I believe. So just double check I've got everyone. 1,
Shield
2,
ready.
3, 4, 5,
My liege.
6.
My lord.
Who's left? Not important. I'll leave that there. I'll leave it like that, I think.
Aye, sir.
Gold needed. I'll certainly be getting more gold while I send these attacks off.
Not enough wood.
Heck, I might even have to sell some of this wood after all that. Let's just do that. Get rid of it. So probably my main danger in this assault is the pitch that the Caliph likes to surround his castle with. So I'm going to come over here. I think I might come from the top. I'll come from the side, so I'm going to come straight along here, destroy these 3 towers, and then that's when I get come, because when I get a bit closer, these guys, or these guys could all light the pitch. Although I'm thinking these little changes in the terrain are where the pitch is, so may not have gone far enough out to be a real problem yet. That would be nice.
We await orders.
Aye, sir.
Makes this game a bit too easy, but that's perfectly fine.
Weapons needed. We are under
Of course we
attack.
are. How are these archers doing up here? Yeah, not too bad. Let's get some of these guys to stand in the tall tower.
Shoulder. Hogs.
Alright, so we're just going to have to wait for all these swordsmen each time we move. So I'm just going to do a nice long walk to stay out of range to
Shield
here.
ready. Catapult ready, my lord.
Instruction. We await.
And those guys.
Commander, sire.
Alright,
You are the
I'm the greatest now. I got 1500. You used all his gold? No, you still got 30,000 gold. It's just, oh well, the amount of units I have there. So this is part of what's part of the problem with the AIs is they get reach a certain point and stop.
Not enough
So you can
wood.
keep on building and they just can't keep up with you because they don't go. They don't keep recruiting after a certain point. They build up a certain number of defenders, and they build a certain number of attackers, and then they send out their attackers, they die, and they build up their attackers again, and just keep on doing that.
Recruits needed, sire. Recruits needed.
Caliphs
Recruits needed, sire. Recruits
Alright,
needed,
that'll do.
sire.
How are these guys walking? Slowly but surely.
We are under attack.
So still this guy's up here. Now there are a few different siege units that I've been trying to use a bit more. The catapults are also super powerful, so it's not often that you see any of the other siege units. So obviously you got the fire ballista, which is probably the other one that does get used quite regularly. Set fire to places to do that sort of thing. And they're also quite strong. And so obviously you see the Caliph here has them using them as defense. What else is there? So there's rams. I actually quite enjoy rams, to be honest. I've started using them more recently, and they're
Aye, sir.
quite good in that
We stand
if you
ready.
send, like if I went for the flame on this one, I could send 3 rams to destroy those 3, and they could probably get over here and destroy these 3 towers as well. The other one is the siege tower, and that is great fun. I mean, I wouldn't use them here again, but I like to use them against the wolf or Emperor Frederick if you can get part over the moat, get them up to the walls, and then you just flood it with your swordsmen. They start clearing out the initial walls, get over to the gatehouse and waltz in. And while they're doing that, you bring up your archers onto the walls as well, and so they're sitting on the walls at the height with their height advantage, killing everyone inside the walls, which is kind of fun.
Shield ready.
Alright, that ought to be just out of range, but might be in range for my catapults to start destroying these towers. See, and this is where this kind of their design of their castle isn't the best.
Message from the Caliph.
Is that oh, they're actually going to get here. That one there can hit me.
It's around.
Yeah, the catapults get in range further than the archers on walls. The only thing that can really keep up with it is the mangonels or the ballista on top of the square and round towers. The problem with that
Once more.
is that the best thing to take out catapults is the ballista, but because of the amount of shields I have, they're going to be the shields are going to stop the best thing to take out the shields is the mangonels. That's what I was trying to say. Oops, I missed something. Oh well. Alright, excellent. So I'm not in the fire zone yet. You guys can run in and try to kill that thing. You guys can start destroying these other towers. Yeah, that's what we were expecting. I think I can do most of the damage I needed them to do. That one. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually run these guys right up to this wall here and basically suicide them to get the pitch lit. Oops, no, stop that, that's not what I want to do. Get your stone, destroy that. 6. You guys can come up now. Break through there. Oh, you can actually get in over here, but I don't want you coming there. But you can quickly destroy that. Perfect. And then we're going to get these guys all to come straight up here. And while I do that, I'm going to bring in those guys closer. Not you guys, I thought I told you to come up here. These archers are doing work as well. You know what, go for that one, because that keeps getting in the way of that tower. You can come up here. You guys can join them. There's going to be a bit of fire here that could be an issue, but not too big a deal. And the same here. We're going to go across over this pitch, which could be lit. Yep, there we go. It gets lit. And some damage, but not enough. Game over. As I said, it was going to be an easy match. I do like the fact that the Oasis is in the center, but there's just too much resources in the corners that to compete with. The resources in the corners, I mean, you can quarry and mine enough resources to purchase food or ale or whatever you need to go with whatever you get out of the center. So I think you either need to reduce the amount of resources in the corners or make it more vulnerable to enemy attack, and that will make this whole map a lot more enjoyable. But that's just my personal thing. If you're gonna go against someone maybe like the Wolf, that might have been a lot more of a challenge, or Frederick would have been a lot more challenging. But again, if you can afford long sieges, it's gonna be an easy fight either way. But if you enjoyed that match, let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe, and if you want to make your own maps, or if you have your own favourite map that you want me to try out, let me know in the comments below as well. Thank you for watching.